morning. Hope and pray that everyone must have a wonderful journey. Sitting at the Nityanand Prabhu Baitak at the bank of Shyam Kund, the atmosphere was so soothing and so nice. All the acharyas sitting and chanting. It was a glorious time in Vrindavan. So those spiritual warriors who made the journey successful today was Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, Yamuna Sundari Mataji, Ivy Gautam, Ravi Pipilia Prabhu, Rajeshwari Priya Mataji, Govinda Gita Mataji, Rohini Nandan Prabhu, Sistastika Devi Dasi, Adi Gopal Prabhu, Amol and Smita Panchpande, Shritala Priya Devi Dasi, Sachinandan Krishna Prabhu, Srinivas Acharya Prabhu, Hanuman Prabhu, Prathamesh Prabhu, Nadia Kumar Prabhu, Saman Prabhu, Leela Manjari Mataji has, I think, gone to India. Haribol. Rag Bhakti Mataji, Shurvangi Shyam Devi Dasi and Narsimha Leela Chaitanya Prabhu, Haribol. Sugandaraj Prabhu, Aradhana Mataji, Janki Khan Prabhu, Lavanga Latika Mataji, Tapti Ghosh Mataji, Manmatha Anand Prabhu, Shundri Radha Mataji, Parmanand Hari Prabhu, Nandan Priya Devi Dasi, Pandurang Devdas Prabhu, Damodar Rati Mataji, Sikha Gupta Mataji, Sikha and Pankaj Gupta, Rohit Mishra Prabhu, Pranath Gopal Prabhu, Radhika Prem Devi Dasi, Saraswati Devi Dasi, Sumitra Radha Devi Dasi, Devendra Krishna Prabhu. I didn't see Divyansan Saloni today. Must be busy with some exam or something. Vraj Vinod Prabhu, Anand Vinodini Mataji, Priyanka Mataji, Rukmini Priya Devi Dasi. I didn't see her now. We miss also Devi Murti Devi Dasi today. I was thinking about Kishore Krishna Prabhu, but he is attending the pilgrimage with His Holiness Ramapat Swami Maharaj, so he is in India. I have to still check on Namanan Prabhu, Madhvi Gopi Mataji, Ganga Devi Dasi. We are missing also Veena Haribol, Uttam Bhakta Prabhu, Vallabhi Mataji, Rajendra Prabhu, Abhay Prabhu, Shweddi Prabhu, Vijay Keshav Prabhu, Amal Atman Prabhu. Also we miss Gadadhar Chandra Prabhu, Tulsi Priya Devi Dasi, Jai Govinda Prabhu, Bhadra Bharti Mataji, Sarva Tarak Prabhu joined very early, Haribol, Amal Nam Prabhu, Barsana Rani Mataji, Krita Lakshan Prabhu. I didn't see Matangi Mataji today. Manoj Kapoor Prabhu, Kamal Priya Mataji, Karunamai Mataji, Radha Charan Prabhu, Abhay Charan Prabhu, Shukruti Devi Dasi, Kamini Priya Mataji, Sankarsan and Manjari joined early today. Sundari Leela Mataji, Sarmesta Sahi, Mamta Mataji, Balram Prabhu, Radha Vallabh Prabhu also joined early. Rashakita Prabhu, Anand Radhika Mataji, Pitambar Priya Prabhu, Advait Prabhu, he also joined. Phoenix time maybe 2:15. Haribol. Rajesh and Sweta. I still have to check on Chintamani Devi Dasi. Amit and Prem Priya Padma Mataji, Suchitra Devi Dasi, Sri Kumar Prabhu, Sumit Prabhu, Kanta Mataji, Rashmi Mataji, Sesa Kapoor Mataji, Srinivas Charan Prabhu, Shrikant Survasi Prabhu, Nissan Sharma, Nitya Navli Devi Dasi, Neeraj and Shilpi Srivastav, Prafulanand Madhav Prabhu, Sripada Lalita Devi Dasi. I didn't see Akshata today. Haribol. Vani Prabhu. I didn't see Rupavati Kishori Mataji, Lekha Mataji, Taneswar Prabhu, Sudevi Sundari Mataji. Excuse me. I didn't see Patita Pavan Prabhu. Madan Mohan Khandu Prabhu, I didn't see him today. Also, I didn't see Hemangini Chaukan Mataji. Rama Priya Prabhu. I didn't see Sri Padma Manjari Mataji either. We are also missing Neeraj Bhatnagar for quite a bit time. Haribol. Didn't see Pragya Yarnakpal also. Haribol. Sudhir Krishna Prabhu's wife, Sakhi Sarana Devidasi joined. Anita Sahu, Bhavesh Pandya, Murli Gopal Prabhu. I didn't see Lal Gopal Prabhu, maybe in transit because he came from St. Louis to attend the meeting. Didn't see Rupini Padma Devidasi today, Haribol. Sarva Shakti Devidasi didn't join. Sneha Mataji joined. Arvind Prabhu and Priyanka Mataji joined. Rati Vilas Dasi also joined. We miss Shankari Kaur Devi Dasi. And also today, Anjaneya Anita Mataji didn't join. Haribol, she used to join very early. Rupa Vilas Prabhu also didn't join today. Murli Manohar Prabhu joined. Venu Madhurya Prabhu joined. Rico Ilai. Shyamanand Krishna Prabhu joined from very beginning. Hare Krishna. Those are the devotees who joined today. So let's hear the wonderful Vaishnava song. If I have missed someone, please forgive me. And then we will read the Jaiva Dharma, which is very important. I highly recommend that please do not miss now. Reading, if you miss during the morning time, then at least hear the recording. But it's a wonderful topics will be coming up. Hare Krishna.
Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Enam Kanvanda Maravindanalaya Taksham Bhagavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundaram Kandar Bhagom Vidamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Asta Sakale Priya Priti Manti Vasyanti Pan Vikayanti Chiram Yaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham
Thank you very much, Saman Prabhu, for playing a wonderful song. So we will be reading from the Jaiva Dharma by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So before we read, we would like to offer our humble obeisances at the desk of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, so he can bless us, so we can understand the instructions that he would like to give it to us, and it may reside in our heart. So I'm going to read one more paragraph that we read other day to bring up to the speed. I think there was a question was asked by Vijaya that the scripture forbid giving up the Diksha Guru. However, if he is incapable of imparting proper knowledge of bhakti and of Vaishnava etiquette, how can he be in a position to teach? So Raghunath Das Babaji is giving, so I think it's good that we read that. Before a person accepts formal initiation from a guru, he must test the guru as to whether he is well versed in the Vedas and in the science of the supreme absolute truth. Only such a bona fide guru is indeed able to instruct his disciple in all matters. It is true that the Diksha Guru should not be rejected, but there are two bona fide reasons to give him up. So listen attentively. In those circumstances only we should give up our spiritual master. First, if for some reason or another at the time of initiation the disciple did not recognize the devotional caliber of the Guru and later found out that the Guru was neither conversant with the conclusions of the Shastras nor a Vaishnava, so that he, the disciple, could not make any spiritual progress, then he, the disciple, should reject the unqualified Guru. Many scriptural sources support this course of action. For example, the Narada Pancharatra, as cited in the Hari Bhakti Vilas 1.62 states, Yo Vyakti Nyaya Rahitam Anyayena Shrunotiya Tva Bhavu Narakam Goram Vrajataha Kalam Akshayam. Any person posing as an acharya but speaking unauthorized philosophy contrary to the teaching of the Shastra, and anyone who claims to be his disciple and hear such, thereby lending credibility to such nonsense, both of these are found bound for hell. The Mahabharata, Udogya Purva 179.25 explained in the story of Amba as follows. Gurur api aviliptasya karya karyam agnataha utpatha pratipannayasya parityago vidhyate. A person who is wallowing in the carnal pleasure and material comforts, who is confused about the human goal of life and is devoid of bhakti and yet possessed as guru, such a depraved charlatan must be rejected. Another quotation from the Hari Bhakti Vilas 4.144. Avaishnavo padistena mantrena nirayam vrajet punascha vidhina samyak grahyayed Vaishnavad Guru. If one receives mantra diksha from a non-Vaishnava who runs after women and is bereft of devotion to Lord Sri Krishna, one is certainly doomed to hell. Therefore, one must immediately act according to scriptural injunctions and take reinitiation from a real and properly qualified Vaishnava Guru. The second reason is that if a guru who was a Vaishnava and knowledgeable in Krishna consciousness at the time of initiation later becomes a Mayavadi and a Vaishnava hater as a result of bad association or otherwise, or if he behaves immorally and sinfully, then the disciple must give him up. However, if the Guru is neither inimical to Vaishnava, nor a Mayavadi, nor addicted to sinful activities, but however lacks knowledge of the scriptures, then his meager scriptural understanding should not be cause for rejection. In this case, the disciple may approach his Guru with due deference to procure his permission to receive spiritual knowledge and instructions from an advanced pure Vaishnava, and thus engage in serving and learning from the knowledgeable Vaishnava. Vijay, what are the usual procedures for the second limb of devotional service, which is receiving Diksha in Krishna Mantra and Shiksha in the science of Krishna consciousness from the Guru? Raghunath Das Babaji, quote, one must take Shiksha from his Guru in Archana and Shuddha Bhakti as enunciated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Thus, one should be trained to execute Krishna Seva favorably and regularly, and with heartfelt simplicity. One should cultivate Krishna Prem. The progressive step of Archana we will discuss in a later presentation. It is certainly indispensable that one receives Shiksha from the Guru in the Bhakti concept of Sabandha, Avideya and Prayojana. Vijaya, kindly explain the third limb, how to serve the Guru with faith and devotion. Raghunath Das Babaji replied, one should not see the Guru as an ordinary mortal human being, but as a representative of Sri Krishna and the best of and the embodiment of all the Devas. One should never disobey the orders of the Guru, nor disrespect him in any way. Know that he is Guru Tattva, an expansion of the transcendental Vaikuntha principle, a resident of the spiritual world. Vijaya, what is the meaning of the fourth limb following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas? Raghunath Das Babaji. According to the precept of sadhana bhakti, the devotee should use each and every means to attach his mind to Sri Krishna. However, one should follow the path chalked out by the previous acharyas. Such a path is without distress. It is the source of peace and benedictions and is the easy straight road of advancement. We learn from the Skanda Purana, Shamrugya Shreyasam Hetu Pantaha Santa Pavarjitaha Anavapta Shanam Urve Yena Santa Pratastire. The path that was fiercely tread by the previous acharyas and spiritual stalwart is a must for all to follow, because this path alone will bring spiritual benediction and peace from the pangs of material existence. The correct path cannot be properly discovered and charted by any single individual. Therefore, a succession of Acharya has clarified the area of difficulty that may have been clouding the path of Siddha Bhakti. Thus, now the path of Bhakti is clearly defined and ready to be followed up by all. The Brahma Yamala described Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatra Vidhim Vina Ekanta ki Harer Bhakti Utpat Eva Kalpate. This is one of the words I memorized. Even single-minded devotional service to the Lord that ignores the tenets of authorized Vedic literature, such as the Upanishad, Puranas, Narada Pancharatra, etc., simply creates an unnecessarily disturbance in the society. Vijay, respected Guruji, kindly explain how even single-minded devotion to the Supreme Lord can be the cause of disturbance. Raghunath Das Babaji. Quote, real single-minded actual devotion is possible only when one is traversing the path of Siddha Bhakti as formulated by the previous acharyas. Any other method or a new concocted path simply lead to a dead end. Inexperienced and myopic preachers such as Dattatreya, Buddha, and other recent speculative thinkers could not properly comprehend the science of Siddha Bhakti. Yet, they have ventured to deviate from the authorized path, thus warping it, and have selected whimsically at random a little here and there from the original established ideas. One group has added impersonal Mayavadi thought to the path, whilst the other has practically destroyed it with voidistic atheism. Such teachers imagine that these horrible and ugly falsely established philosophies would foster single-minded devotion to the Supreme Lord. However, this is untrue and mistaken. Such perversion of the truth cannot evoke Shuddha Bhakti, but only chaos and disturbance. The cultivation of a Raga Bhakti, spontaneous devotional service, which will be described, I think, in the next chapter after we finish this Vaidhi Bhakti. The cultivation of Raga Bhakti, spontaneous devotional service, does not depend upon an adherence to the regulations and stipulation as enunciated in the Shruti, Smriti, Puranas and Pancharatra scriptures, which are especially earmarked for the practice of Vaidhi Bhakti. Elevated devotees performing Rag Bhakti are required to follow the eternally liberated residents of Brajadham in the spiritual world. However, for the devotees on the level of Vaidhi Bhakti, it is imperative to follow the examples of the great spiritual stalwarts like Dhruv Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Narad Muni, Vyasadev, Sukadev Goswami, and so on. Hence, especially for the devotees following Vaidhi Bhakti, the only authorized method is to follow in the footsteps of the previous Acharya. This is the prominent. Vijaya, quote, what is the fifth limb? Sat Dharma Jignasa, inquiry from the spiritual master about how to advance in devotional service, unquote. Raghunath Das Babaji, quote, person who are very eager to understand and practice spiritual life may quickly attain all their spiritual desires. Eagerness means that the Vaidhi Bhakti devotee enthusiastically asks the Guru to explain the duties and practices of spiritual life in accordance with the directions of previous acharyas. Unquote. Vijay, quote, what is the meaning of sixth limb? To renounce sense gratification and material comfort for the sake of Sri Krishna. This question applies to every one of us, right? All this question actually. Raghunath Das Babaji, quote, bhoga, sense gratification, means to cater to the demands of the senses in an enjoying spirit and stand as a formidable obstacle to spiritual progress. If one renounces bhoga to advance in spiritual discipline for the attainment of Sri Krishna, it is certainly most beneficial, making the path of one advancement smooth. This tendency toward bhoga is an addiction that constantly increases its hold upon the addict and is thus a great stumbling block to the executions of the Shuddha Bhakti. Therefore, a devotee must restrict his eating to only Krishna Prasadam and to an amount just suitable for the healthy maintenance of his body, thus allowing him to practice Shuddha Bhakti enthusiastically. On spiritual festivals and Ekadasi, he must fast and give up all sense enjoyment. In this way, he must train himself to eliminate the desire for sensual pleasure. Vijay, quote, what is the significance of residing in the Dham, for example, Dwarka, Vrindavan, or living upon the banks of the Ganga and Yamuna rivers, the seventh limb? Raghunath Das Babaji, quote, the Dhams are places where the Supreme Lord appears and displays his transcendental pastimes. The territories lying on the either bank of the holy rivers are spiritually enlivening. Therefore, residing in these sanctified places naturally inspire a higher level of spiritual activity and devotion. Vijay, quote, is staying in Navdvip spiritually advantageous because it is situated on the Ganga or for other reason also? Raghunath Das Babaji replied, oh yes, taking residence anywhere in the 32 square miles area of Navdvip is equivalent to staying in the holiest of land, Sri Vrindavan. Within Navdvip, it is especially beneficial to live in Mayapur. There are 7 holy places that award liberation: Ayodhya, Mathura, Mayapur, Kasi, Kanchi, Avanti, and Dwarka. Amongst these, Mayapur is the most important abode. Quote, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended to this material world, he brought his own original abode of Svetadip, that is Mayapur, with him. 4 centuries after Sri Chaitanya's advent, this Svetadip will gain preeminence over all other places of pilgrimage in the world. The benefit of residing in Navadvip is that all offenses are nullified and the residence is crowned with Shuddha Bhakti. Srila Prabodhanand Saraswati has accorded Navadvip the same spiritual status as Vrindavan. But actually he has given many examples to show that Navadvip may be considered even more elevated in some respect. Vijaya. Quote, how can we understand the eighth limb engaging in occupational duties just to maintain body and soul together, accepting just what is necessary? Raghunath Das Babaji. The Naradiya Purana states, Yavata syat swa nirvadaha swikuryat tavat arthabhik adhikshe nyunathayam cha Chyavate paramarthaha taha. A person who understands the real goal of human life will accept material possession proportionate to his needs. Any more or any less material wealth will divert him from his ultimate destination. Quote, the sadhaka qualified for Vaidhi Bhakti must pursue an honest profession in accordance with his Varna ashram duties whilst engaging in Bhakti Bhajan. One should acquire material possessions and wealth only according to one's necessity. Accumulating in excess or eagerly striving after material possessions simply increases the element of attachment and greed. Subsequently, one's affinity for matter will grow and neutralize one's progress in bhajan. Similarly, if one accepts less than one needs for the convenient performance of one's bhajan, the result will be the same, namely the retardations of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, until one is qualified for complete detachment, one must lead a balanced life and accept wealth and possessions only to maintain one's body and soul together in the pursuit of Krishna Bhakti. Vijaya, quote, how should a devotee observe Hari Vasara, the ninth limb? Raghunath Babaji, quote, pure Ekadasi days are known as Hari Vasara. The impure with the Ekadasi days are not to be observed. When there is a Vidya Ekadasi, then the following day known as Mahadvadasi is to be observed. The process of observing Ekadasi vow is the following. One should be celibate from the day prior to Ekadasi until the day after Ekadasi, that is 3 days on Ekadasi. One should fast fully, even giving up water also on the Ekadasi night. One should stay up to hear and chant, and the morning after Ekadasi, one should break one's fast during the specified time period. So the time has come that we must stop. We should be punctual in our devotional practice. So we will stop here with wonderful experience of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the 12 forests of Vrindavan. and also in association of wonderful Vaishnavas. I'm gonna take one more minute because one devotee has posted some message for me, direct message. Let me please read that. Hare Krishna. So, yes, by getting the association of devotees will make our life successful. As I was mentioning earlier, that we should practice to chant 32 rounds every day if we are a sincere seeker to go back home, back to Godhead while we are working. Because Prabhupada is so lenient and he didn't say that we should stop at 16. When he initiated the devotee, he said minimum 16 rounds. But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati and all our acharyas, they said to stay away from Maya Devi, we must chant 64 rounds. We may not be able to chant while we are working, but we should strive, and I think it's possible to chant 32 rounds at least while we are working, if we can go to the bed before or at 8 o'clock. And our life will become totally successful. And you can chant 32 rounds even before you go to the work. What a glorious life would be, right? And then when you retire, and it's easy then because you have practiced 32 rounds, you just have to add it up, another 32, and you will be fixed totally because it's required. If we are sincere to go back to Godhead, we must have a deep attachment with chanting the holy name. That's the only way we will be able to cross over this nuisance of material existence. So with those thoughts, always remain happy, jubilant, and totally fearless. And whoever you come across, give them a kind word that their life can also become successful. With those thoughts, also I would like to welcome Ram Panda Prabhu and Sri Kumar Prabhu, and also Balaji Prabhu also joined from Baton Rouge today. Thank you very much, Balaji, to join. With those thoughts, always remain happy, jubilant, and totally fearless. And whoever you come across, give them a kind word that their life can also become successful. With those thoughts, I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the lotus feet of those Vaishnavas and Vaishnavi who join every morning from Cartondale, from Houston, from India, New Jersey, Virginia, Boston, Boise, Atlanta, Austin, Alachua, College Station, Tempe, Phoenix, San Jose, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago, Naperville, Philadelphia, Charlotte, New Orleans, Baltimore, Portland, Baton Rouge, Dhaka, Orlando, Jacksonville, Ohio, New Delhi, St. Louis. Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhaya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you very much for joining.